Today we're on one of my favorite streams, First Forks in the Mahoning Creek. Late summer, early fall, starting to get some cool nights. Last night I was driving along a delayed harvest here, and there was some rising going on. Looked like maybe some sort of Baetis, maybe some small caddis coming off. So usually right now it's hopper time. There we go. There we go, finally. All right. Had to fish down to them a little bit. I think sometimes the line going over them first spooks them. So you can start off wanting to do one thing, but when you get there, maybe the trout aren't cooperating. Conditions are different than what you expected. So you have to be ready to make changes and adapt to the situation. And that's what's happening here. I didn't know that I was going to come down here and hit a size 18 or 20 Baetis hatch. The water's cold. It's really cold. And the bugs are still on the water. I can see just tons of them floating down. And the fish are just hammering them. So, hey, you know, you can have the best of intentions that you want to refine your hopper skills, but the trout are telling you different. It's hard to argue with that. So switching from a hopper dropper rig to a dry fly rig, really all I'm doing in this case is dropping a 2 to 3 foot section of 6X off the tippet ring, and I'm gonna tie on a size 18 or 20, probably a 20 Baetis cripple emerger, and I think that's gonna be the ticket. There we go. Come on. Another nice brown. There we go. Another one. Size 20 BW emerger. That is awesome. This is one of the actual cripple fly. And they are looking at it and hitting it big time. So that's, may as well, before we get to our back to our hopper dropper, or our hopper I should say. Pick up a few fish. They're rising like crazy. Go. Nice little brownie. It's been in there a while, since spring stockings. So it is good. Man, they're feeding heavy here. There we go. Nice. It's just amazing how you start out a day thinking, I'm gonna come down to First Fork and I'm gonna fish a hopper. Prime time for a hopper, but come down here and late morning, all of a sudden, this tremendous blue-wing olive hatch starts coming off. Incredible, huh? All right, we are doing great. There we go. Ah, missed him. All right, that was a good one. That was a nice heavy one. Sometimes get a little anxious with a small fly. You gotta just hesitate just a half second or so before you set the hook. That's a really small gap. So that's one of the keys to fishing small flies, is really similar to big flies. When you see the hit, you gotta wait that extra pause and let them take it into their mouths just a little deeper. Just a little dimple of a rise. That's what they're taking. Blue-wing olive emerger. On these little flies especially, fishing a size 20 here, it's good to stop occasionally and use some quail or, you know, some sort of floatant just to freshen them up again. They need a little extra help sometimes floating. There we go. Heck yeah, man. Whoa. Whoa, nice one. Hey, that's a real nice one. Yeah, that's a real nice fish. Not bad. You see what's happening again is my pattern's a little off, so they are mouthing it and not taking it. Not eating with conviction, as you might say. There we go. Whoa, nice one. That one took it with conviction. Ooh, whoa. I saw a nice one feeding over there. Not bad, not bad. Very good. Whoa, there it goes. Okay. You win. There we go. Nice. This one. Well, I don't have quite what they want, but they're at least taking it. So I guess that makes it what they want. There we go. He hit that as soon as it hit the water. Nice. That's a good one. Whoa. After a little bit of a dry spell, I decided to run back to the truck real quick and get a good fly that I was catching them on there fairly often. So I think that was a good choice, hopefully. You never know what to do because sometimes hatches, especially this time of year, can only last so long. There we go. See how I targeted that fish. Sometimes that's what you have to do. It can be really tempting when you see a bunch of fish rising in an area just to throw it out there and drift it down through the middle of them, but you'll do much better if you can actually pick a single one and cast to it. Nice. Because I haven't seen any rising up here for a while, but that doesn't mean they're not still looking up. Blueing olive hatches are funny because they do come and go in flurries, you know. Most hatches do, but especially blueing olives or Baetis, you know, the intensity will wax and wane throughout the course of a couple hours. So just keep fishing. I mean, still gonna pick up a few stragglers probably. you go. See that small fly in his mouth, corner of his mouth. You know, sometimes it might seem like I'm casting all over the place, but really I'm trying not to line the fish too much in one spot. I make a couple casts, oh, missed one. Make a couple casts, try another spot, make a couple casts, keep moving on from fish to fish. That way you're not throwing your presentation over them time after time after time. And when you do that, you can put them down, or they just start refusing everything you show them. But if you send one over them, one or two passes, they don't hit it, move on to the next fish, try that one, and then come back to the first one. That's really how I pick up a lot of fish on especially the high pressure waters, like special regulation sections like delayed harvest, fly fishing onlys, you know, ones that see a lot of pressure. You really have to be mindful of how many times you're drifting a fly over them, and the more you can change it up, the better you're gonna do, and you're gonna catch more fish. There you go. Nice little trout. Nice fish. Well, it's getting pretty late and things have slowed down quite a bit. You know, we have had just a really good morning. Sometimes the best mornings are the ones you don't expect. You know, you start out with one thing and you end up with another, but somehow, you know, that's part of the fun, is figuring out how to catch fish in certain situations and whatever is presented to you, making those on-stream adjustments and learning something new every time, having fun every time. See you next time.